Szevasztok! Széltoló vagyok a LootMastaZ-tól, ez pedig itt a Warhammer 40.000 Rogue Trader. Amiről a jelen pillanatban az ég a tégvilágon semmi tudományom nincs. Annyit tudok róla, hogy nem olyan hű, de nagyon régen jött ki, 1-2 éve. Vágjunk bele! Jó, ezek legyen minden, oké. Difficulty, story. Fogalmam nincs, hogy ezek micsodák. Oké, continue. Gondolom vannak ilyen pregenerált karakterek. Fogalmam nincs, csináljunk egy ilyet nulláról, én azt szeretem. Nézzük, mik vannak. Férfiak, nők vegyesen. Azt a 700-at, mik ezek? Space Marine nincs. Hát nem úgy néz ki. Ezt gondolom, ez csak a portrém? Hát nem tudom, ennek van pajzsa. Legyél te. Appearance, mi van itten? Jó, hogy lehet váltogatni. Férfi meg nő között, hát ha már portrénk nő. Legyen a standard. Hát arcban olyan egy lófasz. Legyen így. Haj. Édesanyád, mi ez a haj? Mik ezek itt a fejeken? Azt a báró hétszer. És ezek még nem is a legelborultabbak. Mindegy, legyen hát a zeklézsia a fején. Milyen színű legyen a haja. Édesanyám borogas. Legyen ilyen valami platina szőke. Na mindegy. Eyebrows. Tudja tücsök. Legyen matching color. Így. Nézzünk tetoválásokat. Aha, ribbontrendszám van. Nincsen. Hátra csak ez van. Legyen ugyanez a fején is. Bár nem igazán látszik a hajától, úgyhogy ezt talán hanyagolhatnánk. Úgyhogy akkor tegyünk a kezeire. Így. lábaira. A lábaira nem lehet. Na jó, maradjunk akkor ennyiben. Tetoválások színe rendben van. Scar. Lehet, hogy ne legyen neki? Így. Augmentációk. Azt az mi a turbános morvány? Így, ha már az egész eklézsia itt van a fején, akkor már legyen valami. Meg a feje hátulja is ilyen robotek, akkor már legyen ez is. Jó. Voice.
I'll see you destroyed. The divine watches over us.
Na, ez jó. Pragmatic female.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
Ruinous favor prevails. Gaze upon the powers of the veil.
Jó. Tök mindegy. Legyen either.
Let our weapons be true and our resolve unbreakable.
Steam. Legyen úgy. Nézzük tovább. Homeworld. Na szóval itt kell úgy látszik meghatározni, hogy mit akarunk építeni. Survival Instinct. Hát itt annyi minden van olvasni. Hú, bazd. Strength, Toughness, gondolom, hogy ez a HP akar lenni. Meg Agility. Mert mi van még? Willpower, Intelligence, Strength. Fellowship, Agility. Legyen akkor ez, akkor épít... Ugye, megpróbálunk építeni egy sima, egyszerű, full basic tankot. Tehát Strength és Toughness. Aztán meglássuk, mi derül ki. Astra Militarum Commander. Ez mit kap? Ballistic Perception, Athletics, Medice. Weapon Skill, Crime Lord, Perception, Awareness, Logic, Toughness, Willpower, Agility, Fellowship, Psyker és Arbitrátor semmi. A Strength-et nem kap senki. Lore, Imperium, Medice. Éppen annyira nem hoz lázba. Agility. Hát. Fellowship, Coercion. Perception, Medicaid. Sehol nincsen ördög rúgta. Ballistic nem kell. Én nekem weapon skill kell ez. Mert ez megy melee attackra, és én melee attackot akarok csinálni. Tehát vagy komisszár, vagy crime lord, perception, awareness, mindegy, legyen akkor a Crime Lord. Bár... Hogy van ez? Weapon Skill... Toughness nincsen sehol se. Mindegy. Most annyira mellékes legyen ez. Apex of Brilliance. Mi ez? Logic. Lore. Logic. Ez most bazd meg. De legyen logika. Persuasion, Karus, mi ez? Is affected by toughness characteristic. Resist negative effects applied by some poison, stimulation or alcohol. May give access to new dialogue options. Hát, ájde, legyen ez. Vagy persuasion. Ájde, legyen persuáció. -5-re. Szóval azt mondja, hogy ezzel túl vagyunk. Nézzük az archetípusokat. Hát szerintem nézzük, hogy miből lesz a tank. Soldier, nem, run and gun, firearm. Ebből lehet majd a Vanguard, vagy mi? Charge, igen, ez a melee. Dodge, armor and parry. Daring Bridge. Jó, akkor Warrior leszünk. Aztán meg majd elválik. Nézzük tovább. Azt mondja, hogy itt vannak a skilljeink. Jó. Tehát a weapon skill, parry, melee attack. Jó, akkor erre fogunk menni. Tehát strength, toughness. Úgy van, ez 30 pont. És akkor ez 5-ösével megy. Jó. Akkor ezeket fölhúzzuk így. Osztakó. Legyen 45. Most amelyikő tudja. Így. Ez nem lett egy hű, de nagy valamit. Itt általában az intelligencia az, ami mindent is hoz. De hát jó, ájde, legyen. És akkor itt választhatok még hajót, vagy mi az ezt. Nem tudom, hogy ez mit fog számítani, vagy mit se. Kettő 1,8, 1,6. Jó, nagy dög. 6,5 megatonna, 6 megatonna, 6 megatonna. Azt mire jók? Gondolom, hogy ugyanaz mindegyik, majdnem csak. Hát Még ez van legjobban fölfegyverezve, ahogy elnézem, és ennek is ilyen valami eklézsia van a tetején. De hát ennek itt van, itt tárgyúja, itt oldaltárgyúja, broadside fegyverei is vannak. Na jó, legyen ez. Én adom. Enter name, Firestrong Class Frigate. Tehát mi legyen a hajónknak a neve? Mi legyen a neve? Legyen Let That Mango. Így. És akkor tehát ezek a Voidmuk. Deathworldről származó Crime Lord vagyunk. Jó. Plusz 5 logika, mínusz 5 persuasion, abilities, surefire plan, perception, tököm tudja. Aztán meg majd meglátjuk, hogy mi alakul ki belőlünk. Lavinia, hát ne legyen Lavinia a neve, akkor már legyen Lavina. Lavina, így. Ha már kivegyük az I betűt belőle. Jó, hát akkor ezzel így meg is vagyunk, akkor így potom 20 perc után nézzük, hogy miről szól a játék, úgy in general. Most már azért érdekel. Miután ilyen részletesen köröztül vitt minket a karaktergeneráláson, azt mondja, press any key, hallássuk. Szervó koponyák!
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Jól van, oké, tehát ez egy ilyen valami textorientáltott. Játsszuk akkor az ő játékát. Tényleg legyen a lélegzetelállító látvány.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Anyád, valaga.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voidfear, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My regards, mistress. Or should I say, von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of her ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Hogy mi? Hogy én valami fő valakinek vagyok a nagyon távoli mellék valakie?
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Jó. Oké, egyáltalán
So
miért vagyok
that
én
you
itt?
may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Jó, akkor most álljuk meg, tehát akkor lényegileg minden, amit eddig kitöltögettem, ott a karakteralkotás keretein belül, az lényegileg értelmét vesztette. Jó, van leszámítva a háttértörténetet, az eredetet, a bolygót, a stb. De hát most elvileg minden címem, ami volt, az le van nullázva, és nulláról indulok. De jó
Your
nekem.
former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Jó, rendben, oké. Hát ezzel már tudok akkor dolgozni.
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
Jó.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Hát oké.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Rendben, menjünk akkor oda. New quest. Jó, oké. Minden oké. Ez is oké. Állj, de már. Ennyire nem lehetek béna, hogy ennyi
We are bound
tutorial
by the blood of
kelljen.
martyrs.
Te mondod biztos, interactable object. Interacted special way, marked with specifics, jó. Left mouse button, highlight objects that your character can interact with. Jó, nagyszerű. Tehát a WASD-dal irányítom a képet, vagy egér scrollal, és balklikkel meg megyek ahova éppen. Így forgatom a képet.
One of the Von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Ez itt egy lemanrasz. Haha.
What's happening?
Na jó van.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
I am
Oké.
but a faithful herald of the Reich. righteous wrath!
Húha! Hú, de van hangja a csajnak. Azt mondja, hogy akkor meglássuk, hogy hogyan kell harcolni. You have been ambushed. Start the battle. Értem már, itt az érkezési sorrend. Konrád nem tudom mit csinál. Turn-based using grid on the turn, the character can move, attack and abilities. Jó, tehát a zöld a menészet, és a piros az action point. Jó, tehát ide tudok menni. Így. És elvileg innen tudok lőni. Plan effect. Jó, hát ez valami buff akar lenni. Nem tudom micsoda, de akkor amondó vagyok, hogy lőjünk. Bum! Felét belevittük. Ending the turn. Jó, end turn. Nagyot osz mellé. Ez is. Amit tudom én, lőjünk bele még egyszer.
Actions will speak another step towards our ultimate victory.
Jó.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Ez jó, ugye a játék elején ki akarnak írni, hát ez tökéletes. Jó, ezek akkor a mi katonáink.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Jó. Map to orient myself. Jó. To set a still small ring is the same because the malfunction was short-circuiting the motive force.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus using the standard template constructs and the manufacturing of Kiava Gamma. Le Mans Rust Battle Tank. Igen, reclaim the God Emperor. Capital Walls. Pacification of Vorteskton. Jó, hát akkor ezek itt ilyen bigyók, ecetek. Ezek mind így nagyon jók, így ahogy vannak.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Nyissuk ajtót. Katonák mindenfelé, hát mondjuk valahol meg is értem. Hopp, oké. Valami történik.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Jó.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
Meg se nyikkantam, mit pofázik
I
ez?
give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Koronus Expanse.
Értem.
High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is
Yo.
populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect
Okay.
those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Aha, jó. Nézzük, mik a válaszok. Hűha. The two spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens, and verify indeed the population of engages in xeno worship. Hűha. And the heretical otherworldly powers. These reports of spirits certainly sounds like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interest first. No matter what means I would have to use the riches of tehát ez ilyen vérbeli kapitalista hozzáállás, hogy vesszen a pérgese, de akkor is kizsákmányolom a kurva anyját is. Some of the natives would eagerly betray their chieftains in exchange for quiet life serving on board my ship. I will then leave dealing with Ion Hot to those who know it best. There are ways to confirm whether that is happening on Ion witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. Hát akkor vagy ez a warp lore, vagy ez a kapitalista kurva anyja. Tudod, ez a Warhammer, bazd meg. Menjünk a kapitalizmusra, érted? Ahogy tudok.
Yes. Now I see the blood of the dynasty in your veins. Greed disguised as pride and vanity. What say you to that, Edelthrad? There is an answer that is quite different from yours, isn't it?
Is it?
Perhaps I have not yet acquainted myself with all the intricacies of serving on the frontier.
Úristen.
But my loyalty to the God Emperor forbids even a shadow of such thoughts. Heresy, whatever form it might take, must be exterminated. And there can be no place for base ambitions. I know his tenets well, unlike our new acquaintance.
Ó, hogy most akkor személyesen is meglettem szopattam, mi? Nem tetszik a hozzáállásod. Legyünk nagy stílűek. Azt mondja, nem tetszik a hangod.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Jó.
So, why are you here?
Hát, te hívattál, baszod.
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and... It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Rendben.
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Koronus Expanse. One could not in good faith describe your background as one of exemplary service to the Imperium. However, I am intrigued by you and your past. To have survived and prospered between the letters of the law is a rare achievement among those in our circle. You are skilled in the art of taking risks and cutting corners. Trust me when I say that you will have sufficient opportunity to apply this talent for the good of the house. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valancius dynasty, well, so much the better.
Jó, most én miért vagyok... Jó. Ám legyen.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Nem mondod.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the Voidship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Okay.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Akkor nincs több kérdés.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, no. Hinnye, vagyunk ám.
I will cast you into eternal darkness!
Iniciatív, jó, értettem. Tehát honnan innen jönnek, mi itt vagyunk. Azt mondja, induljunk bele. Tehát előbb jön mindenki, aztán én. Az. Kettőt hogy megrakott?
I took care of this one.
Ennek miért van 2 action pontja, bassza már meg? Mi az ég? Ez azt letette ahol az egészet.
Guides me.
Én nekem meg továbbra sincsen semmim, csak a kis pisztolyom, mi?
The Emperor commands your corrupt way has failed you.
És akkor most hová bírok itt fedezékbe vonulni az ég valagára? Mindegy. Rendben.
I serve the ruinous powers.
I am your doom!
A tactically sound approach. Just a minor setback.
Jó, van attack of opportunity. Nagyszerű.
Stay vigilant. Death to the heretics.
És megint én vagyok, és elvileg lőhetem ezt. Miért nem bírom lőni ezt?
Rejoice in another step towards our ultimate victory!
Há, jó. Ennyi volt, ennyi volt.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Rendben.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Jó. Azt mondja, hogy talk to Theodora, find the arch-militant.
Know your duty.
Hát most aztán... Trophy exit importer karakter. Fogalmam sincs, hogy hol lehet.
Blessed is Von Valancius' bloodline. No suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn the heretic. Kill the mutant. Purge the unclean. The divine watches over us.
Miért nem bírok ide fölmenni? Hát nem bírok. Eltettek lábalól.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Szerintem ez még nem lesz így itten jó, de majd elválik.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Hát, nem leszünk ezek, ez tuti biztos, hogy nem. Próbáljunk még segíteni.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Then move out! Mort, come.
Hát jó.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of
Ami
course.
van.
Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Nagyon jó. Ez eszméletlen. Eszméletlen, jó. Tehát a csávó áruló.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful. How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Na jó van, elmész
We are in
anyádra.
the anteroom of the Warren Chamber. This Voidship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Az ég faszára.
On the
Sértegessünk.
contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry pathetic excuse do you even have? Oh, te jó ég.
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness?
Theodorus Kerr.
Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion.
But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Akkor mi? Démon?
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods.
And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Mivel többes számban beszél, ezért föltételezem, hogy a káosz istenekről van szó, azokból van 4 ugyebár, vagy 5. Skill test in dialogue. Skill test. Got it. Ide használjuk ezt. XP, az nem tudom, hogy mennyi, de 20.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Hát akkor nincsen más lépésem.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Igen. Milyen entitás?
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Okay. Az! Lángszóró.
There is still another way.
Anyád! Elrendeztünk ám mindent.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Jó, hát akkor ide bejutottunk, és akkor most mi?
Escort the child of the house to safety. Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
LootMastaZ, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat,
Latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Anyád! Jó.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Őszintén fogalmam sincs, hogy most mit kellene csinálni, vagy hová kellene menni. Jó, ez most itt gondolom, hogy majd visszacsukja az egész hétszentséget. Nem tudom, menjünk errefelé. Akkor nem. Must reach the simple order to the sentinel cogitator will lock the chamber. Akkor először vele kell beszélnem, ugye? Seal the warrant chamber. Jó? Anyád! Ránk szakad az ég.
Run, fools, or fall!
Ohoj! Ohoj! Te vagy a... kicsoda?
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this? What? Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Az. Kaptam baltát, pisztolyt, chestplatet és medikitet. Nagyon jó. Zseniális.
For the Emperor!
És hogy szerelem föl magamat ezekkel? Gondolom itt az inventory. Jó, next. Nagyszerű. Tehát ez vagyok így, akkor itten én. Van nekem itt egy ilyenem, hogy balta. Meg autóstuk ki. Ó, szép, 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 szép. Illetve ez marad itt. Jó, oké, hát akkor ezzel így itten meg is vagyunk. És akkor most hová, merre, meddig, miért? Medical assistance, accepting it would be wise. Jó, és akkor azt mégis hogyan?
I am at your service.
Karakter.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Blessed is von Valancius.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperial.
Even in the
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. Come.
Jó.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Oké.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Hadd menjen.
Will die, you grievable sacrifice!
My soul is ablaze with righteous fury!
Combat during the tactical phase during which character cannot attack. Select the character left mouse button. Character to move red cells are accessible. Yo! Hey. És akkor hadd menjen! Abelard, jó, majd meglássuk, hogy mit tudunk vele elrendezni. Mondja, strike one creature with one cell radius. All creature within the area of effect.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Indeed. One fewer target.
Ennyi. I am going to start to like that shit. Charge 2 action point, ami nincs. Jó. And turn. Jó, és akkor jössz te. Hadd lássuk, hogy te veled mit tudunk csinálni. Azt mondja, tudsz lőni. És nézzük az új baltádat. Azt mondja, hogy single attack with equipped melee weapon. Swing strike. Tehát úgy, és ez is egyet. Tehát ha ide jövök, akkor elvileg ezt a kettőt el tudom
May the divine's will be done.
paterolni. Így.
And so,
Erről van szó. Na hát akkor a haderejüknek a felét már is eltakarítottuk. Nézzünk téged.
Death to the weak.
Gyere ide mellé.
To non-believers.
Jó, ki következik? Friendly Fire, oké, tehát tudjuk, hogy van ilyen is.
Reduced to dust.
Jó.
rejoice in service. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Nagyszerű. Die, heretic!
I took care of this one.
Advance the level of your character and companions. Jó, szintlépés meg volt. Vannak lootok, vagy mi a szentszar? Collecting loot, defeated enemies have no further need to former belongings. Hát ez mondjuk igaz. But you can discover valuable trophies among the click LMB on defeated enemy to inspect what is left of them. Trophies on the right side of the trophy window, go to your inventory. Jó. Collectál. Collectál. Alternatív fegyverek és a többi,
Let
és a
us
többi.
walk this path to the end.
Jó, és akkor Navigator Sanctum. Jó. Azt mondja, zone map, here is the map of your Voidship, consists of several parts, stb. 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 Activate part of Voidship to move there. Navigator Sanctum. Na jó van, te vagy a micsoda itt még már megint. Valami pszichotikus.
On the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Jó, akkor a csaj velünk van legalább.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
Ez tökre be van állva.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius.
Kedvelem.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer. The whispers.
Jó, oké.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt.
De jó.
And the voices.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear,
once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrad. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Jó.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Mi az Isten nyila?
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of the...
Join the party, control several characters, multiple character, drag and box them. You should command to select the entire party and issue commands to all of your characters at once. Press backspace. Press backspace. Jó, azt akkor most mégis mi a baszparasztságot csinálják, próbáljunk meg erre elmenni.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Don't you dare to cross us!
Your Emperor won't save you.
Heretic Psyker és kiül itten. Vespiadas. Szóval csata jelenet. Na nézzük, azt mondja, hogy start the battle. Hárman vagyunk. Így itt állnak erre körülöttünk mindenfelé. Tehát először is te veled csűrjünk be ide a közepibe. Lavinia az egyik oldalra, Idira a másik oldalra. Én máshonnan itt ellenséget nem látok per pillanat. Úgyhogy harcoljon! You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended action in combat before taking them. Quick alarm is accessible cell on the battlefield, place the character's hologram there. Set the ability on a single shot attack with expected outcome. Oh, jó van. Tehát kivel kezdek? Ővele kezdek.
This is beyond me. I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens!
Egy megvan.
Let's get to it.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Nagyszerű. Jöhetsz ide.
It will be done.
Ketté lehet ezeket fúrni, így tökéletes. Ide az abilities. Identify their weaknesses, second abilities allow them to deal damage to them. Operative ability which represents exploit effect. Jó. Tehát mit tudunk csinálni? Van egy ilyen, hogy balta. Deals 7-16 damage to the target. Forewarning, de ez elvisz egy action pointot. Ezzel eljöhetek ide.
What is this foreboding?
Marad egy action pointom. Lebírom analizálni. És akkor miért nem bírom? De bírom, jó van.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Kitűnő. Hét.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Become one with his throne. Jó, gondolom ő a navigátor, aki benne él ebbe az egész kócerájba.
I believe Master Spider still lives.
Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp.
Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Anyád! Pont az!
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Elmész a retek anyádra.
Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must be...
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Legyen úgy.
Vespidus, good luck. And thank you.
Appears dead. Jó. Ezt akkor most merre, hová?
The Divine watches over us!
Ötletem sincs, hogy merre, hová tovább.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Upper Dex az oké, az mind Steam zseniális. Hát nem igazán tudom most hogyan tovább. Baron Chamber has relayed ultra. Ez mind oké. De hol van az az Officer's Deck?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Talán ide.
As good as ours. It's all over for you.
Au. Vagy nem.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you.
Sister of battle.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Az apáca. Yo.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Ezek megszállottak. Tehát ezek a sisterek, ezek abszolút megszállottak. Adepta sororitas.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Okay.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Hát ez kényetlen. Na, jó van, oké. Tehát maradjunk annyiban, hogy maradjunk ennyiben. Rendben, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ rajongók, ez nagyon gyorsan, nagyon fölpörgött. Tehát igen, komoly balhékba másztunk bele itt mindjárt a játék legelején. Úgyhogy én amondó vagyok, hogy maradjunk is így ennyiben, mert másfél órán tartunk, úgy erőködés nélkül, mintha most kezdtük volna el. Jól van, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ rajongók, akkor ennyik voltunk így hirtelenjében a Rogue Traderrel egyelőre. Természetesen, amennyiben igény mutatkozik rá, akkor ez előszeretettel fogom vételezni továbbra is. Ugyanilyen hosszabb epizódokban, mert hogy ez úgy néz ki, hogy ez egy olyan játék, amit nem lehet 5-10 perces epizódocskákra lebontani, mert flow van, folyamatosan zajlanak a dolgok. Úgyhogy ez lényegileg megköveteli, még igényli, hogy úgy mondjam, ezt a hosszabb formátumot. Rendben, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ rajongók, akkor tényleg ennyik voltunk mára. Én még mindig széltoló vagyok, ti pedig továbbra is vigyázzatok egymásra, magatokra, mindenkire, és találkozunk a következő videókban is. Na, szevasztok!